Good morning, parents. I hope you have seen the news today in the Telegraph, which said graduates face worst jobs market on record. In my seminars that I go to different places, I've been telling people that end of 2022, when ChatGPT was released to the masses, that year the industry adopted it. And from 2024, our graduate market, our entry-level job market is on a free fall. It was about 30 to 35%. But today's news is an eye-opening. The latest drop is 45%. And only 8,000 roles for university leavers were opened. And yeah, that's a terrible news. It doesn't matter how good you did in your GCSE or A-levels. When you come out of university with such a high ambition, with so much hard work, and you see there is no job in the market for you, everybody is blaming other factors rather than the actual one. It is really humiliating. Not only for that, for the other reason as well. If you look into 4 and 5 paragraphs down, the current graduate salary was advertised as 25,000. Do you know how humiliating is that? The news also mentioning the crippling student debt, which I will come to it in a minute. The advertised salary is 25,800, let's say 26,000. If you work a 9-hour shift in a retail shop, McDonald's, Lidl, Asda, Tesco, doesn't matter, which I'm saying less than what this news is saying, 1250. If you do it for 12 months, 4.3 in a month for 53 weeks, you will get 29,000. With your no degree, with your no educational qualification, no GCSE, you get 29K. And taking a student loan of 40 to 60,000 pounds, you come out of university, you don't get any job. Even if you get one, that is 4,000 pounds less than a retail job. I mean, what is the motivation here for someone to go for higher study? When you don't have money, when you don't have means to buy your food or pay your salary, you don't have any shame. If you don't find a job, it doesn't matter where you're working, in a restaurant, as a kitchen porter, or a lorry driver, it doesn't matter. A van driver, it doesn't matter. And the student debts. Our student, the first time they come into any financial product, such a big financial decision, is the student debt. And it is actually represented to our students in such a nice Ferrero Rocher wrap that you don't pay us anything. That's a sales technique. You don't pay us anything until you reach that salary. And until then, we will keep on adding the compound interest. And by the time you get a good salary, or you get the ability to pay, your 40 to 60,000 pound loan is now 80 to 100,000 pound in the current market. Is going to be growing higher as well. Our students don't even understand how this compound interest works. Maybe some do. But if this financial decision was taken by a student with proper knowledge, I doubt how many students will actually opt in for it. So with this huge student debt, you come out finding no job, and you see working in a restaurant as a kitchen porter or working in any retail shop give you better salary than a graduate jobs, where the jobs are not there anyway. Okay, now the question is why the jobs are not there. In the news, it is talking about higher salary, national insurance contribution, increase in national insurance contribution, and minimum wages. This increases the employer to slash employment. But seriously, ask yourself, if you are a business owner, you need someone, and there is a little bump into the national insurance contribution and minimum wages. If you have the money and if you need someone, why wouldn't you get that person? The only way you wouldn't get that person if you can replace that person with something cheaper. This is where the AI agents are coming. Now let's talk about the reasons that this news is mentioning. Why are you going through that? So it says increased national insurance contributions and the minimum wage. And that is making it difficult for the employers to get employees. Now, I want to ask you, if you're a business owner, if you're making the money, if you need someone to grow your business, with that little bump in the national insurance and the minimum wage, why wouldn't you take one? Because if that person is actually growing your business more than what you are now, you will not mind. The only reason you will not get one because this skill is replaceable. This skill become a commodity now. This is what I mean by the AI agent. All the automations that you know about or computing is not the same automation that the AI do. We are calling AI artificial intelligence. It can already generate intelligence from its own learning, from its own memory. So it is getting better and better every day. So I myself had 7 employees last year, and this year I have less than 2. And all the other services are managed by my AI agents. I myself slashed 5 employees. It's not because I don't need them. I need them, but I can replace them. I can delete them and I can redeploy them instead of employing them. And this is what our parents need to understand. This is only in 2026. 2022, AI came out. End of 2022, AI came out. And in 3 years' time, this is what's happening to our graduates. What's going to happen in 5 to 10 years' time to ourselves and our graduates, where the AI agents are learning far more faster than we can ever imagine. So what's the solution? The solution is we need to switch our children's mindset from the 90% to the 10%. What do I mean by that? In the world, more than 90% people are consumer. They will eat, they will use other people's service. The only safe play our parents have is to change that mindset from within our child, from the consumer to the producer, from the consumer to the builder, to start creating this entrepreneurial mindset. And that needs a lot of change within ourselves as well. We are also in this rat race of employment. If we do not change ourselves, how will we change our children? How will we push them, guide them to the next phase of their life, where job will be almost unavailable for our children? And the solution will be to become a builder. So to become a builder is not a 2-week job. Oxford University does it in 2 weeks in their summer entrepreneurial school. You pay £9,500. You stay there for 1 week and you learn in 2 weeks how to pitch, how to do project planning, blah, blah, blah. And in 2 weeks' time, you get a certificate and you are a Oxford certified summer entrepreneur. It doesn't work like that. You cannot build an entrepreneur in 2 weeks. It takes training. It takes patience. It takes structured learning. It needs a lot of mentoring, lot of back and forth, especially with a good mentor, and more importantly from the parents, from the environment the person is living in. So yeah, the best person to help your children for a solid future is you and your family, not Oxford University, not any after school or short courses. I run an academy to build this entrepreneurial mindset within 11 to 19-year-old. And that's not a 2 weeks or 3 months course. That's a 6 months course. But after 6 months, they get to start. When they finish with me, in 6 months, their actual journey begins. But in the 6 months, they become the entrepreneur. They become the builder that they're meant to be. We bring out what was their inner strength, their quality and their skill to find a problem and solve a problem using the digital technology and AI. So if you're still hoping the education system will give any hope to our graduates, you're still living in a daydream. You need to wake up, you need to smell the coffee. Until you change your child's mindset to a builder's mindset, I personally don't see any good future for them. And as the other industry leader were talking about the mental issues our graduate going through now and they will be going through in the future, having this baggage in their mind, the huge student debt, the amount of hard work they went through to get that degree, to get that good grade, and there are no jobs because AI agents actually taken over all the entry levels and graduate jobs. So let's be proactive. Let's be helpful. Let's engage with our children. Let's work together. Let's find problems together. Find a solution together. Let's learn together. AI is not your enemy. AI is your friend. AI is here to help you. But if you do not change, your mindset, AI will take over your comfort. The whole message sounds like a really worrying message, and there is no other way to describe it. This is actually a worrying news, and not from me, from Telegraph. I just want to describe it in a more elaborate way for our parents to understand what's in it for us and what we should be taking from this news. Hope that was helpful.